Hi guys, welcome to PyNet Labs. My name is Chirag and in this video we are going to learn how a switch operates. So we are going to learn how does a switch learns about the MAC addresses, and depending upon the MAC addresses of the end devices, how does it forwards the packets. So let's get started and let's try to learn about this. We call switch a smart device because of its intelligence. So a switch has some intelligence and it operates on layer 2 of the OSI model. In this lesson, I will demonstrate how a switch learns about the MAC addresses. So let's begin with a small example where we will take a switch, connect it to some end devices. Like this. So here's a switch in the middle and we have 3 computers. All the computers will have some MAC address, but let's take a simplified example for the MAC address. Let's say AAA is the MAC of my PC1, BBB is the MAC of my PC2, and CCC is the MAC of my PCC. Now, in case the PC1 tries to send something to PC2, then the packet will be first initiated from this PC with the source MAC of AAA and the destination MAC of BBB. Now when the packet will be received by the switch is going to store the information about AAA into its MAC address table. So let's say the MAC address table is currently empty. And when this packet, which was initiated from PC1, which is meant for PC2, will be received by the switch is going to store that on the interface number 1, there is a device connected to us which contains the MAC address AAA. Like this. Our switch will build a MAC address table and will only learn from source MAC addresses. At this moment, my switch doesn't know about where BBB exists, right? So it doesn't know where the switch is supposed to send the packet so that it can be received by the PC2. So in this case, the only option left is flooding the frame out on all the interfaces except the one where it came from. So what switch is going to do is, switch will flood out the frame to this interface as well as to this interface. And when this will be received by the end devices, they will send back a reply, and then the reply will contain the source MAC of BBB, and this time the switch is going to learn about the second MAC address, which is going to be BBB. Similarly, with the communication between PC1 and 3 or PC2 and 3 or any other device with the PC3, the switch will learn about the third MAC address as well, which is CCC. So that's how a switch operates and learns about the MAC addresses. We call switch a smart device because of its memory in which it maintains the MAC address table and do the forwarding depending upon the destination MAC addresses. So let's try to look into the same scenario using a packet tracer and see how this works. So here I have my packet tracer. I will take one switch and then 3 end devices. This will be my PC1, PC2 and PC3. Let's connect them all together like this. Let me first of all configure the IP address on these end devices. So I'll go to IP configuration and I will configure the first PC with the IP 192.168.1.1. Then I will go to PC1, desktop IP 192.168.1.2. Then on PC2, we will configure the IP 192.168.1.3. After configuring the IP, I will go to the switch and will have a look into the MAC address table. So for looking into the MAC address table, in the privilege mode, you have to say show MAC-address table and hit enter. When you say show MAC address table, you can have a look inside the MAC address table. Currently, we can see there is only information about FA02 and FA03. That means my PC number 1, which is connected to FA02, and my PC number 2, which is connected to FA03. I will make some communication between PC0 and PC1 as well. the MAC addresses are learned by the switch dynamically. We don't have to enter any MAC address manually. And when I reinitiate the command show MAC address table, I can see the information about all the connected devices inside my MAC address table. So that's how a MAC address table is built, and this was a quick example to explain you that how a switch operates. I hope this lesson has been useful to understand the MAC address table of Cisco devices. Thank you so much, guys.